Good morning, everyone. I know I didn't give you an update yesterday. We were very busy. We had a lot of work done productivity with the director, Alex. He just informed me that internet is not there at the orphanage. So basically what he's going to do today is get us the information that we need to have reliable internet service there so that we can communicate clearly, efficiently with the midwives and keep them supplied so they can serve the people. So that this is what we're doing, and it's an all-day process. This week has been turning out really great. We have a lot of support. You can just see all the people here behind me. We're heading off to the to meet the babies. So I can't wait to show you pictures of the babies. Do you want to say anything?
Well, I'm so glad. I'm so happy to have all you guys with us today, especially Dr. K. That would be very, very good if we have the internet, because it's going to be better for us to communicate. And I really appreciate your help and all your effort and interest. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone that is supporting Dr. K.
All right, we are here at the entrance to the hotel. We're splitting up the teams, and a crowd of people, kids, just came out to say hello and wave to us. What we did was we loaded up that radio, and you can see all of the our volunteers are on that red three-wheeler. We're gonna go to the community and serve. No. So we've separated from all the teams, and I'm here now. We come back, but just want to say hi to Ronnie. Ronnie? Yeah. Okay. Good. This is he's helping us translate. Yes.
Yeah,
okay. And look at this. All these ladies here waiting to be seen, and it's just amazing.
New babies born this last couple of weeks. So we are on my 103rd mission trip, and a lot of students with us and doctors with us that were teaching people all about chiropractic all over this beautiful nation.
Okay, I'm here with the director, Alex. He's at the counter right now paying for a few items. Those items that we purchased include a water cooler like this. And we also purchased a solar panel that's going to produce about 300 watts, which will allow us to have stable power to the birthing center. Right now, the power situation is basically that because we're on the main road, we do have a source of power, but the electricity goes out regularly. And we do have a generator. I showed you that on the last mission trip, but it's costing $600 a month to fuel it, to have reliable power. And some of the water that goes into that building needs an electric pump. So here is the solar panel, the one in the middle we're getting. We're getting a couple of batteries right here that will store some electricity for us, and that water cooler I showed you earlier. We're testing to make sure these batteries so that's the panel. The batteries. No habla. That's back on the motorcycle here with Alex. That's our gas line.
Okay. Hey, so Dr. Peter Morgan here, and I'm here with Pastor Prosper and Pastor Prosper's brother. Pastor Prosper is someone I've known a long time. As a matter of fact, when I used to go to Malfoti, where Pastor Prosper is located, we went to his church, and his church was a church without a cross. They never even had a cross, and the church was made out of sticks with tarps. So, and the pastor was living in a place where it wasn't really fit for living. And then one day, the pastor had a problem. His wife became pregnant, and he was going to visit her on a motorcycle, and he got into a head-on collision, and he couldn't walk for over 1 year. And we decided that Pastor Prosper was a person we really wanted to help. So, with the help of Steve Simonetti and the Wellness for All Foundation, they are able to pay for education for over 100 children that the pastor teaches. But also more than that, they paid for a church that was built. The pastor's church now is a stone building. Okay, the pastor has an apartment at this building. And so the pastor was just telling us about how important the work we're doing here at the birthing center, because he even knows women who die in childbirth. 1 in 200 women die in childbirth in this country because they don't have running water, they don't have bathrooms, they don't have any vitamins. There's multi factors why these women die, but we're coming here to try to help these women. Right now, the supplies for us to take a pregnant woman from the beginning of her pregnancy will cost us about $75 per mother to complete having the baby. And so right now we're only able to have help about 15 women a month, where we know here that we can help over 400 women a month. So right now we're in the process of fundraising. We just want to help people. We're delivering chiropractic. We're helping people all over this country. We love these people. I've known this guy for many, many years. He's my brother.
Yeah, and I know I'm not so English. I can get by to say something too. And I congratulate and thank Dr. Morgan, the president of the mission. I'm so happy because I was in Port-au-Prince before earthquake. After earthquake, I left Port-au-Prince to Malfiti. I met Alex, and when I met Alex, talked to me about Dr. Morgan and the group, Dr. Simonetti, they go in Malfiti to see me. I was with my wife in one room, in the mother house, but he make a quick construction for me. The construction is church and school too, and a house for me and my family. But I thank you so much, Dr. Morgan.
It's just part of the work that we do.
Yeah.
We just,
so much.
We understand that the country has fallen on hard times over the years with the earthquake, and also now another earthquake and the president. But people don't realize around the world how wonderful your people are. If they can come and visit and see for themselves how wonderful your people are, because your country always gets some bad press some reason. But
grace of your mission as a lot of people in Malfiti, children come to learn, come to educate, and the school. A lot of people come to learn Bible in the church too.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you so much. I would like you have more donation because you have faith in God for help people poor in Haiti particularly.
And Dr. Karen Powell now has come down, and he's starting to do the work that we've been doing. He's raised money. He's helping. He's on the board of the birthing center, coming on a number of mission trips. He sends people from his office. He sent doctors from his office to come on the mission trip. So thank you, Dr. Powell, for all this work
Thank
too.
you,
Getting
Doctor.
involved.
I thank you so much. God bless you. I'm continuing to pray for the group, for the mission. You, particularly Dr. Morgan, the president of the mission. Yeah, for God protect him, protect us, for continues to make something and the world, particularly in Haiti.
Partaking today. One of them being midwives at the health center there, which was really awesome. The three midwives are really cool. One, we had a bunch of different pregnant women that were there. Yesterday, there was 30 pregnant women there that Dr. Carrot adjusted. Our place is looking better and better each time I come. We're getting more progress on all the things that we're doing. And so that was really awesome. And then just seeing you guys adjusting people, all throughout the city, different areas, and the people so happy. People constantly come up and telling me, thank you so much for bringing your teams of chiropractors here. We really love it. We really appreciate you. Yeah, so it was just really enjoyable for me today. The weather was pretty good, I thought. The couple of things that happened with me I planned on taking all the children, as you know, on Saturday. We're going to have this little party here. And I asked the people at the hotel 3 times how much it's going to cost me. And they gave me a price and they told me that. I said, make sure you don't change this price with me. They have a history of doing that. And sure enough, after I said I'm going to tell the children tomorrow that if this is not the right price, the children are going to be crying when I tell them they can't come. So she said, yeah, this is the price, guaranteed, guaranteed. Sure enough, Edwin got a text message today, it's going to cost you $250 more than we said. So I had to come back here, I had to put on a different hat, and from a hat of being a little angry. And so I didn't really like that, so I like to put on that hat. I'm really enjoying myself here. So I don't want to put that angry hat on. But at this particular time, I kind of had to do that. I even had to get the owner of this whole factory involved in this whole stupid thing. And I still had to pay more money, but it wasn't $250, it was only $100. And the way that they got out of it was because the lady who promised me, I called her in too, because she promised me this was going to be the price. But she's from the reception area, and they cannot make any commitments for the kitchen area. Because they promised me an entrance and a hot dog, a hamburger and a pizza for the price that they quoted me. Turns out that we can't get the hamburger and the pizza for them. For the $100, I'm going to be able to get 3 pieces of chicken and french fries. Then, so that was one kind of meeting we had. We also had another meeting that was a really pleasant meeting. You guys might not know about this, but on Monday, we had some business that we had to take care of while we were waiting for you guys to come down here. Dr. Henry and Dr. Kerr and myself, and with the help of Edwin, we need to get supplies on a steady basis to our birthing center. So right now, we can only deliver with the supply funding that we have now, we can only deliver about 15 babies a month. And we didn't actually know where we were going to be getting the supplies from, so we actually got here early. We were going to just drive to the hospital, drive to different OBGYN's office and say, where are you getting your supplies? And what happened is that we said before we go out into the city, we had rented a car so that we could do this. Before we go out into the city, let's just make phone calls. Like the character with his phone and the internet, we got a whole list of OBGYNs and a list of different places, and we started calling people from the hotel we were staying at to see what we were going to do in the city. And I used Edwin as a translator. And so Edwin, I was listening to his conversations and was talking to the calls that we made. And Edwin wasn't getting it right. And I kept interrupting Edwin, that's not the right thing to say. And he was getting very frustrated. And me and Kurt were sitting there saying, yeah, this is getting frustrating. We think we better just go down to the city and drive around and knock on people's doors. But we didn't really want to do that either. And so all of a sudden, Edwin, because he didn't want to do this translating anymore, and we were like so frustrated, we didn't really want to do this work anymore, that Edwin just remembered that this lady that lives across the street from him runs the place where we're getting the COVID test, and she has a center for OBGYN, and he called her up, and sure enough, she could do all the supplies. I gave her a credit card today, and we're getting supplies tomorrow. And not only that, she was the one who arranged it for us to send the people here so we could do the COVID test right when we're having the pool party. Right? Instead of going to the center, which we had to do the last few trips, and waiting for hours and hours and hours in the clinic within the hospital, and have the COVID test.
Yeah, that's close.
So it really worked out as well, and I guess that whole process only took us an hour, so that meant we had time to go over the mountains, these most beautiful mountains, and go to the beach, and have dinner on the beach, instead of driving around doing that. So God provides in certain different ways. So that was great because we paid for the supplies today, they're being delivered tomorrow, right here, we're picking them up at 4 o'clock, and then we'll bring them to the virtual center, while you guys will be at Debbie adjusting people. And then tomorrow night, we're gonna have a dance, dance party, and really not a dance party so much as a music show, but we'll have some dancing there as well. The kids are gonna play some instruments for us, and we're gonna have a great time. And so that'll go tomorrow. We'll have to leave for Debbie probably around 6:30. The show is gonna start at 7:30. I found out that they changed the time that we can come back a half an hour later now. They're not closing the gates till 10:30 now. So we got